Hi, my name is Donna Kennedy and I'm delighted to be here with Bob Proctor. Many of you know Bob Proctor from the movie The Secret and from the excellent books that he's written. And Bob, you're very welcome here. I'm delighted to be here with you. Bob actually is expert and I suppose best known for talking about the law of attraction, which I truly believe in. We had Bob speaking before and he talked about the law of attraction, but also very interestingly about the law of vibration. So, Bob, would you like to just,
Yeah, I'm pleased to, Donna. Thank you. It's a pleasure for me to be here. In The Secret, it was all about the law of attraction. So everybody, they're interested in the law of attraction. Can you really magnetize yourself to something? Well, you not only can, you are always magnetized to something. What you're talking about is magnetics. You're talking about energy, seeking like energy. That's how plants grow. That's how everything in the universe grows. That's how people grow. We attract energy, and the energy mixed with our energy causes us to expand or grow. That's how a seed grows into a carrot or whatever. Where The Secret, I think, could have been improved. I can't say that there was anything wrong with it. 200 to 300 million people worldwide were really impacted by it. But the law of attraction is a secondary law. It's not a primary law. The Secret, I think, left people with the idea, just say you want it and you'll attract it. Well, that's not true. Wants are of a conscious nature. So when you want something, that's your conscious mind focusing on something. It's not your conscious mind that attracts it. It's your universal subconscious mind that attracts it. And you've got to take the want and you've got to get emotionally involved in it. You turn the want into a desire. The Science of Getting Rich was the book that Rhonda Byrne made. That was the foundation for the movie The Secret. And Wallace Wattles wrote that around 100 years ago right now. And he was talking in there about desire. He says it's the effort of the unexpressed possibility within, seeking an expression without through your action. So you're trying to get a result, you're emotionally involved in it, that's the desire. But it was the want first. A want is an intellectual exercise. The desire is a subconscious, it's in the universal mind. And that's what changes your vibration. Vibration is the law of the universe. Everything vibrates, nothing rests. The walls around you are moving. I know they appear to be still, but they're really not. If you took a microscope and looked at them, you'd see the walls moving. We'll take you right out of the park. A body in a coffin is not dead. If nothing's created or destroyed, and all science and theology teach you that, the body in the coffin is moving. And if it wasn't moving, how would it ever change to dust? Now that should keep you thinking for at least 20 years. Everything vibrates. This watch, it's metal, glass. Metal is a vibration. My wedding ring is gold. It's called gold. It's energy because of the speed it vibrates at. My fingers, skin, bone, that's because of the speed it vibrates. Your dress is cloth because of the speed it vibrates at. You can take water and you can turn it into steam. You can turn the steam into air, ether, or gas by altering the vibration of the energy. You take a glass that you drink out of, it used to be sand, but it's the same energy. We altered the molecular structure. We cause it to vibrate at a different state and turn it into glass. Well, you have the ability in your brain. Your brain is an electronic switching station through thinking, through being emotionally involved in ideas to alter the vibration you're in. When you move into a new vibration, you set up the attraction. So if a person has a desire for a relationship or for a business or for an income or for any result, they see exactly what they want. They build the picture very clear in their conscious mind, and then they get emotionally involved. That moves them into the vibration they have to be in to attract all things requisite to the fulfillment of the picture by the harmonious vibrational law of attraction. You get in harmony with it. Everything's already here.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. How do you feel, I guess, about your environment and how that could affect you? So is it important that the people you're around play on the same level of frequency?
It's very important. Dr. Menninger from the Menninger Foundation in Topeka, Kansas, he said environment is more important than heredity. So your environment is very important. However, we don't want to blame environment because you can take people that are in a very poor environment and they still win. They do not let the environment control them. They control the environment. You will find, though, as you start changing the vibration you're in, you will be attracted to different people, and different people will be attracted to you. Before I ever studied this, I was losing. I was in debt. I was unhappy. Do you know something? So were all the people I mixed with. Today, I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm wealthy. So are all the people I mixed with. We gravitate towards people that are in harmony with us. Everything we attract like energy. So if a person consciously and deliberately chose to be in a better environment, sometimes the environment will cause them to change their vibration. People generally gravitate into a new environment as they start to change their thinking.
And what do you think is the first step for somebody who's maybe been used to a negative environment maybe for the last couple of years, and they've got almost sucked into that negative dead state really? What can they do? What's the first
Well, I
step?
think the first thing they do is you don't spend as much time with the negative people. And when you are with them, you don't stay as long. But if you and I are, let's say, working very closely together, and I don't want to quit my job, and you don't want to quit yours, and I'm very negative, and you just don't want me to influence you anymore, you could sit down and say, well, what are 4 or 5 real good points about Bob? There's always good there. And that's all you focus on. When I complain, you just see the good in me. All you think of is what's good. Now, what you're doing is you're changing your environment in your mind. You're not focusing on the negative, you're going to focus on the positive. So we can do that. I think we start to see the good that we desire. And one of us will gravitate out of that environment. You'll either go to more positive people, or I'll become more positive, or I'll gravitate towards more negative people.
And at the moment, what do you think that people are so focused on recession? What do you think we can do to get out of the mind recession? Because people tend to be bombarded by it. So what do you think that people can do to get out of that?
I think each individual has to understand that they create their own economy. You create your own economy. There's people in the worst economy in the world that are earning ridiculous profits because they're focusing on earning those ridiculous profits. They don't see them as ridiculous. The people that are losing see them as ridiculous. They see it as what they want, and that's what they're going to get. You know, there's a lot of talk about the euro going down the tubes or something. If the euro went down the tubes, they'd have something else to replace it. Money is a medium of exchange. If it wasn't euros, it'd be dollars. If it wasn't dollars, it'd be pounds. If it wasn't pounds, it'd be yen. These are just terms that are used for a medium of exchange. And we will always have a medium of exchange. Before money was even invented, we possibly bartered, whatever you did for what I did. We've always had a medium of exchange. So, it's never going to leave. If one leaves, something else will take its place. What we've got to understand is that we control our economy in our mind. We could be in the worst situation in the world, globally, but mentally be in the best situation, so our world will be improved. And people win in the worst economies. During the Great Depression of the 1930s, there were people earning millions of dollars. They didn't all lose everything they had. That's all people talk about is what they lost. You want to do some research and you'll find out some people won in a very big way. And right now, there's people winning in a very big way. They're the ones that are not spending a lot of time listening to news broadcasts, reading papers, or studying how bad this is. They're looking what's good. Harvest the good. There's 3 steps that I learned from Dr. Bernard Beckwith, Michael Bernard Beckwith. He's on The Secret. He's a phenomenal man. He said, when anything happens in our life, there's a 3-step strategy. Number 1, it is what it is, accept it. Now think of that. It is what it is, accept it. It will either control you or you'll control it. Number 2, harvest the good. Look for the good in it. There's good in everything. You couldn't have good without bad. You can't have bad without good. There's no inside to a room without an outside. No up without down. So in every situation there's good. Harvest the good. And he said the more you look for, the more you'll find. And step number 3, forgive all the rest. Just let it go. Forgive it. Release it. And the more you let the bad go, the more the good will grow.
I mean, that's exactly what I believe, and I think it's...
Then that's what you experience.
Yeah,
that's the way your life is going.
You
don't look like you're hurting to me.
No. I'm actually very, very happy, and I truly believe that it's because of those principles. I think I would add something to that I found in my life has been hugely important. And it's just like, I guess finally, just your thoughts on it, is gratitude, because I think sometimes people, they don't appreciate maybe enough or recognise even what they do have. So what's your thoughts on gratitude?
Oh, well, gratitude is essential. On the first page of the chapter on gratitude, chapter 7 in The Science of Getting Rich, Waddles wrote a line that's worth remembering. The entire process of mental adjustment and atonement can be summed up in one word: gratitude. If everybody could remember that regardless of how bad things are, how mixed up we may be, we can be really upset about something. If we will sit down and just think, what am I grateful for? Gratitude hooks us up to our source supply. Mm-hmm. You couldn't possibly be really, truly grateful for something and feel bad. You cannot do it. So gratitude is essential. I think if a person would form the habit, when they wake up in the morning, write down 10 things they're grateful for, they're going to have a good day.
Could you believe my mother, every single day before I went to school, and it's funny that you're saying, because I only said it last week Sunday, every single morning she used to say to me, when you're going out, say 10 things, and it was the number 10 as well, and say 10 things that you're grateful for, and it stuck with me, and I truly do believe that if you're grateful, it has such massive power.
You want to be very grateful that you've got her for a mother.
Absolutely.
Because not a lot of mothers understand that, you know.
Well, I love my mother is amazing. If you're watching, you're amazing.
And she gave her life.
What I'd like to say is thank you so much, Bob, for this. What I'd like to say to you really is take on board what Bob has said, and above all, take action on what he said. Just absorb it and do something about it rather than just thinking about it. So thanks so much, Bob, and thanks so much for listening.
Well, I want to thank you, and I want to congratulate you for the work you do. You're doing great work.
Thank you.
And there has to be more people doing more of this. You can do it. Just listen to this lady. She knows what she's talking about.
Thank you.
Thank you.